Hey guys, here today to talk to you about the Holy Thursday Massacre. Happened a week ago. Where down in Florida, the FWC, Florida Wildlife Commission, entered a facility of a snake breeder who had been holding on to some animals for another person, and they came in under the pretense that a reticulated python, which are illegal in Florida, had gotten loose, and they needed to check and make sure that it wasn't one of his. Now, luckily, this gentleman filmed the whole thing, because when the police officers came in, they proceeded to kill 35 of his snakes. Not only did they do this, but they did it in front of him. They killed his pets, 35 of his pets, right in front of him. I don't know what I'd do, how I'd react. I thought he handled it great. Based on what I was watching, I don't know that I would have been able to stand by and watch what they were doing. I'm sure you've all seen the video by now. I will put a link to it after this one. But it was disgusting. You had FWC officers who couldn't identify what species they were looking for, essentially. They killed a boa by mistake after being warned 10 times not to kill them. Now, I've seen them posing for selfies. I've seen them smiling and laughing while doing this. I don't know that I could sit there and do this while taking any animal's life. I know I can't. It's amazing to me that these are the people that are out there supposedly protecting our wildlife in Florida. It's very sad. My daughter Audrey, who you guys have seen on this channel, when she saw this yesterday on Nerd's channel, she was bawling her eyes out. It was very disturbing for her. I don't understand how you can say you're protecting wildlife and go into this man's facility or home and right there just kill 35 of his pets and leave them on the floor, and then again not be able to identify a boa, a pregnant boa at that, after they were warned not to kill them. In this situation, we are all fighting an uphill battle. Snakes are much easier for the general public to villainize. I want to try to be as calm as I can. That's why I waited a few days to film this video. I've since watched Nerd's video. I've watched the Florida US Ark channel's video. I saw Brian Cusco's video today. I watched Intrepid Exotics video. And so far, everything I've seen has been classy. It's been in good taste. And that's what we're going to need right now. Because like I said, it's going to be easier to villainize the people in this community than it is to villainize these officers who did this atrocity. So what I would say the next steps for all of us is to support US Ark, support US Ark Florida, write Governor DeSantis, write your politicians, write the politicians down in Florida, write email, snail mail, voicemail, phone call, whatever you can do, do it. The folks down in Florida in our community need our help right now. I can't imagine how this gentleman feels after having to watch 35 of his animals murdered in front of him. It's just a very sad situation. My heart goes out to them. I don't think I could handle that. I don't know how I would handle that. It's just very sad. I don't know what else to say about it. These animals are our pets. Some people can't understand that, and they really don't need to. They really don't need to. We just ask that people understand that we feel the same way about these snakes, these reptiles, lizards, amphibians, fish, any pet we have. We feel that same way you would feel about a cat or dog. I don't see... Here in Iowa, we had recently a ban on pit bulls, and folks were given time to rehome these animals. Now, I don't know the full backstory, but I'm still at a loss as to why this gentleman wasn't allowed to rehome these animals. I mean, I can imagine there are reptile keepers all across the country that would have taken these animals in to avoid this, what happened. This wouldn't happen to cats. Florida has a feral cat problem. They don't go rounding up people's cats. They don't go killing them in front of the people right in their house and leaving them on the kitchen floor for them to clean up. We've got to have better people protecting our wildlife than this. Like I said, the next steps are to communicate and contact the heads of the Florida Wildlife Commission, Florida government, our local governments, our federal government, support USARC. That's repetitious. This wasn't going to solve any problem. The problem with the Burmese pythons in Florida, it's there. It's been there since the early 90s. A lot of this legislation, like Brian Cusco said earlier today, is too little too late. It's not going to change anything. So to go and murder these innocent animals in a very seemingly inhumane way, it's just disgusting. I have no other words for it. It's just, it's gross. Some of the animals you saw were still alive, laying on the floor after they'd been shot in the head with this captive bolt to euthanize them, supposedly. And again, I don't know of any other animal they would euthanize right in front of the owner, in their own home or facility. It seems to go against everything that America is about in what you hear about freedom. And this can happen anywhere. It's happening in Florida right now, but you see these Lacey laws and these whitelist laws trying to be passed all across the country. USARC is putting up new notifications every month about new states trying to do this, new communities trying to do this. And to me, it seems unconstitutional. We should be able to keep the pets we want to keep as long as we're doing it responsibly. So please, I'll leave it in the comments here. Contact everyone. Get it out there. We have more strength in numbers. And we need to fight this. It's not happening in our backyards right now, but it is happening in Florida. And if we allow this to go on with no fight, no pushback, it's only a matter of time before it's on all our doorsteps, before they're telling us what animals are okay to keep, knocking on our doors to kill our pets. that's all I got for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.